Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to use getObject or 404 function in Django. But first, let's do a quick walkthrough with the code I have over here. Let me just stop the server and open the code editor. So here we have a project called Django tutorial. That's the name of the project, and the app is called getObject or 404. And here we have a file called models.py. It's a very basic model with two different fields called title and description. The URL is very simple. It's the home page, right? And here in the views file we have a function called home function, because URL is mapping to the home view, right? And inside the home function we have a query post is equals to post.objects.all, which simply fetch all the objects from the database. Now we can run the server. Let's run the server now. Alright, so now we have 4 different records in the database, right? Now if you want to work on the show page, there's 2 ways of doing it. The first one is using the get method, and the second one is using getObject or 404 function. First, I'll show you how you can work on the show page using get method. So for that, let's work on adding a URL over here. So it'll be path, and then the URL for show page will be post followed by ID, and then the name of the view will be post detail, and just write the name as well, post detail. And we will need to import post detail from our views file as well. If you go to views.py, now we need to create a post detail function which accepts 2 different parameters. One is request and the other one is a primary key, right? And here we just write the query post is equals to post.objects.get id is equals to pk. So let's do this, and here we will need to return the template as well. Return render request comma post. As you can see here in the templates folder we have a post folder, and inside this we have post underscore detail.html file, post underscore detail.html, right? And here we will need to pass the context as well, which is post. In this case post will be post, like this. And here the template has the code for template has already been written. We're just displaying the post.title and post.description. Now we will need to add a link in our home page. So for that, what we can do is we'll need to add an anchor tag. Ahref is equals to URL. We have an app name called post, so we'll need to write post and then the name of the view, post detail followed by the ID, which is post ID, right? And we'll need to close this a tag over here. Let me check if the server is running or not. So server is up and running, so what you can do is just go to the browser, refresh it. Alright, as you can see here, the links is working. These links are working fine. If you click any of these links, so it says template does not exist. Okay, there's an error. Let me see what the problem is. Post. Let's refresh it. Alright, the error is gone now. As you can see here, the links are working fine. Now what happens if a user tries to visit something that does not exist in the database? So it raises this error, does not exist error. If you don't want the user to see this error page, what you can do is you will need to wrap the code in the, you'll need to perform some sort of exception handling over here. To do that, what you can do is first try this. If it doesn't find it, then you'll need to do except post dot does not exist. Then we'll need to have some sort of HTTP 404 and then write some message over here, given query is not found. And here we're importing the HTTP from Django.http module. So if we run it, so now if you refresh the page, as you can see here, now it's returning this 404 error, right? But what if you don't want to write all this code? Let me just comment it and then just do the same thing with using a single line of code. You can do that as well. So for that, we can make use of get object or 404 function in Django. So the way to do it is post is equals to get object or 404, which we are importing from Django.shortcuts, and then here we pass the name of model, which is post, right? And then pk is equals to pk. Now if you refresh the page, refresh it, we are getting the same error, right? We're getting page not found 404, which is the standard error, and it says no post matches the given query. If you go to home page, it's working fine. If you visit any of the URLs, it works fine. So whenever a user tries to visit something that does not exist in the database, it gives the standard 404 error. So that is how you can make use of get object or 404 function in Django. That's it for this video. If you liked my video, please subscribe my channel. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.